The United States is withdrawing its Army Combat Brigade from Romania, ending the rotation of roughly 4,000 troops that has been in place since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The Pentagon confirmed that once the 101st Airborne Division returns home in December, it will not be replaced. This marks a major shift in U.S. defense priorities under the Trump administration, which is redirecting military focus toward Asia and Latin America. According to U.S. and European officials, the move is part of a new defense strategy, emphasizing the Western Hemisphere and the Pacific as primary theaters for American power projection. The administration argues that Europe should now assume greater responsibility for its own conventional defense. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said Asia is a priority theater, while the Pentagon is also building up its presence in the Caribbean to pressure Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro and curb drug trafficking routes. Romania's defense ministry described the downsizing as a result of Washington's new priorities and global troop reassessment. The U.S. European Command said this does not signal a withdrawal from Europe, insisting that the American commitment to NATO remains strong. About 1,000 U.S. troops will remain in Romania to operate Aegis Ashore missile defenses and support other missions. In addition, a French-led multinational NATO battle group of about 1,400 troops will continue operations in the country. Since the 2022 war in Ukraine, U.S. troop levels in Europe have fluctuated between 75,000 and 105,000. Officials emphasize that this adjustment will not weaken the alliance's readiness, but rather reflect Europe's growing military capabilities. However, critics say the timing is dangerous. Russia continues drone incursions over European airspace, and President Vladimir Putin has rejected calls from President Trump to begin peace talks with Ukraine. Former NATO Supreme Commander General Philip Breedlove called the decision short-sighted, warning it sends the wrong message to Moscow. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill, including Senate Armed Services Committee Chair Roger Wicker and House Armed Services Chair Mike Rogers, strongly objected, saying the administration acted without proper consultation with Congress or the military. Pending legislation in Congress would require the Defense Secretary to certify that any troop reductions in Europe are made in coordination with allies and combatant commanders, but the law has not yet been enacted. The administration maintains that the change is not a retreat, but a redistribution of global resources. It points to increasing European defense spending and NATO's growing role on its eastern flank as justification for shifting attention elsewhere. The Pentagon's upcoming National Defense Strategy will highlight this global realignment, focusing on deterring China, managing instability in Latin America, and maintaining regional balance through allied cooperation.